Everybody, and welcome to a gaming news update. So, I want to start things off by discussing about Overwatch 2. It seems as though Activision Blizzard or Blizzard Entertainment has now confirmed that they are now not locking heroes behind the Battle Pass. They're basically going to make all the heroes unlockable for everyone starting in Season 10, meaning that at the beginning of the season, all current and future heroes will unlock for every player, meaning that the new hero venture will be available immediately for all players when Season 10 starts next month. The only requirement being that newcomers must complete the first time user experience. And then, yeah, you basically get it. They're also going to be bringing a new mode Clash as a trial at the start of Season 10. And then on a new map called Hanker. And Season 11, they're introducing the Repo for Push mode, which will rework the Koloska. So that's going to be some of the features they're going to be bringing in. They're also going to be offering 600 coins for free per season, due to the fact that the currency coins will now be added to both the paid and free and paid track of the Battle Pass going forward. So that's how things are going to roll with Overwatch 2, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to learn more. Ubisoft have also given us a preview of their generated AI future in terms of their gave us a prototype of what that will look like in game. So you now get to see what that future could look like in a Ubisoft title going forward, which is all a part of Ubisoft's press release, where they play a role in the story and going through the narrative arc, which is yeah, it's a weird project, but I'm sure a lot of people will have something to say about this whole idea from Ubisoft soon. Then, as well as that, we basically saw the main menu of Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, where David Hayter will be playing the full game. This is all basically, yeah, so David Hayter has played the whole game. He's showed us the main menu for the remade Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater that's going to be coming out. But he does tease his Legacy series for YouTube, which is going to be interesting to say the least. But he doesn't really say when the game's going to come out, obviously, so we'll have to wait and see when the release date for this game will roll out. But I'm sure we'll hear more details soon. We also been hearing a lot about the PS5 Pro, the fact that this console is going to basically, in terms of the documents of what we've seen regarding the PS5 Pro, it's going to have better it's going to have improved GPU with better ray tracing capabilities, 10% faster UPC with an additional 1.2 gigabytes of memory. Then on top of that, Digital Foundry confirmed that they're going to upscale the 1080p image and transfer it into converted 4K, leaving just about 250 meg of memory overhead. So that would be really helpful for those who want to take screenshots. And then they also claim that the PBR can be backported to existing PS5 games with minimum effort, meaning that they'll be likely see a lot of improvements on Sony's new hardware right out of the gate, which is really, really good. So it's good to see that PS5 Pro is going to have a lot of upscaling to make it sound very, very perfect for the PS5 ecosystem, which is really cool. We also got another teaser for the Fallout series, which will be coming out next month. They're going to also, so that'll be cool if you want to see that. They're also going to be shipping Baldur's Gate 3 Deluxe Edition for PS5 in April. For those who want to get their hands on the Deluxe Edition for the PS5 and for the PC. Well, PC's already shipping, but the PS5 and the Xbox console version will be shipping in April and May. So I'm definitely I would like to hopefully get my hands on one, so I'll be able to get my hands on the Deluxe Edition, so I'll finally be able to play Baldur's Gate 3. Also, we found out that legendary PlayStation first-party architect Connie Booth joins EA. So yes, she's officially joined the EA ecosystem as of right now. And then also Sony has also been investigating the fact that there's been leaked PS5 Pro specs that have been going out. And in fact, some of the specs in here talks about crispy 4K or 8K images, as well as 4K resolutions with 60 frames per second, 8K resolutions with 30 frames per second, which is really interesting. And the fact that looking ahead to the PS6, They want to try and achieve 4K with 120 frames, 8K with 60 frames with that technology, which is really interesting. It's basically all a part of a new feature called PlayStation Spectre Super Resolution, which is apparently going to be a part of the PS5 Pro when it comes out later this year, which is really cool. It's like a sort of a new way to upgrade frame rates in games, which is really interesting. So hopefully we'll learn more about this later this summer from Sony, which would be really cool. We also had 13 new, obviously the 13 new games for PlayStation Plus. They've gone live on the PlayStation Plus service. For those who want to download any games on the service this week, Helldivers 2 has been able to reach a lot of, well, obviously we've seen a very high player count in terms of Helldivers reaching its peak and players converted to already walking Among Us, which is crazy to see that Helldivers 2 is still killing it with the numbers, which is insane. And in fact, even more, Helldivers 2 is currently fourth place in the sales right now. So it's already starting to gain attraction in terms of the sales. More and more recently, which is really nice. There's also, and obviously, there's been a lot of warnings that Dragon's Torment 2 spoilers are going to start hitting the net. So you be wary about that because there's going to be a lot of spoilers hitting the net on that front. So that's been, and also there's been a lot of talks that Sony have been pausing PlayStation VR 2 stock due to unsold stock is the reason why they're pulling the production, because PlayStation VR 2's not been selling the way that they thought it was going to sell. So that's the reason why that they're pulling the stock at the moment, which is really interesting. So interesting, nevertheless. And there's also been over, and also to speak about Helldivers 2, there's been over 8 million players since last month, which really just show that a game for everyone is a game for no one. It just really sums up their comments, doesn't it? We also found out that Helldivers 2 was also the best-selling game for February in terms of physical and digital sales, which really sells the deal right there. Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic is sounding far, far away even more due to the fact that the development is still going, and it's kind of a deal that they struck. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what happens because the Embracer project is currently doing the deal for the Knight of the Old Republic, which is the game that's still being held hostage, obviously. And then also there's been a lot of talks that Pocket Pairs is going to be bringing Palworld to other platforms, potentially the PS5, and the PS4. So there is a lot more talk that they might be finally considering PlayStation versions of Palworld. So fingers crossed we will see Palworld finally make its way to PlayStation later this year. Fingers crossed. So fingers crossed sometime this year you will see a PlayStation 4 and PS5 version of Palworld for those who want to see that game on the PlayStation system. Fingers crossed it'll be coming sooner. Among Us is getting an animated series, and we found out some of the stars. It includes Ashley Jones, Elgin Woods, Randall Park, and YMB are all going to be playing parts in the animated series for Among Us, which is going to be coming in the near future. And obviously, you've got some of the stars from The Last of Us in there. But yeah, we don't have a release date yet, but I would imagine we'll hear more about this animated series soon, as they're keeping things very, very quiet in terms of when we're going to see the Among Us animated series. Sadland has got a demo out for those who want to check out this upcoming game on PlayStation ahead of its release next month. That you can now access a limited portion of the map where you can experience some of the story content that will be coming into that game soon. So that's some interesting stuff that's come out regarding regarding that, obviously. And then on top of this, Red Dead Redemption 2 got a surprise Xbox update recently. There wasn't any FPS updates spoke about. It was mainly just general stability and performance updates, basically stuff like that. No like 6 FPS updates or anything, unfortunately. So yeah, not really anything massive came out of that update, just to warn people. Xbox have also added an improved search experience for AI enhanced, and it's going to be available for Xbox insiders. And speaking of Xbox Game Pass, they did announce 9 games they're going to be coming. That includes the Quarry that's now available as of today. Tomorrow they'll be adding Evil West along with Traitor Invision is going to be coming out on the 26th of March. Diablo 4 will be out next week. Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 will be out next week along with Open Roads. And then on April 1st, they'll be adding Ark Survival Ascent, Formula 1 2023 Through the Cloud, and Super Hot Mind Control Delete on April 2nd. These are just some of the games coming to Game Pass for those who might want to check out any of these titles. And then Starfield also got a massive update where they're adding features to photo mode and scanner. So they've added some more improvements into Starfield for those who want to see some of the changes that they've updated into the Starfield game. On top of that, Xbox is hosting a special sale for Game Pass members this week. They call it the franchise sale, where they're basically looking at franchises such as Assassin's Creed, Avatar, Batman, Cult of the Lamb, Dead Space, GTA, just to name some of the franchises that they've got on sale this week for exclusively to Xbox Game Pass members who want to take advantage of those offers. And also right now, Lightyear Frontier's gone live onto Game Pass along with NBL The Show 24 as some more games coming to Game Pass that just launched recently. There's also been a new dev kit for Xbox that's been certificated by South Korea, which means that there could be a new Xbox model on the way for those who want to be ready for the next Xbox model that could be right around the corner. And also, Xbox had its biggest month of playtime in January. So Xbox was considered a very popular platform in the month of January, with more than 10,000 players on Xbox playing Palworld, which is really does go to show that Xbox was very, very popular thanks to Palworld. That became a very successful game on the Xbox Game Pass over the month of January. Then on top of that, they've also talked briefly about what we could expect from Xbox in terms of like their upcoming hardware. They haven't really talked much. There has been talks about an Xbox Series X refresh that's supposedly planned for later this year, which will feature more storage space, improved controllers, faster Wi-Fi, reduced power, and other upgrades. Is supposedly coming as part of the Xbox Series X refresh, supposedly. But we'll hopefully find out more this summer what Xbox is doing in terms of their refresh for the Series X and S. Fingers crossed that will happen soon. Yeah, in the meantime, really, there isn't really anything else to really discuss, really, except for the fact that they also teased the first raid for Palworld that is going to be coming to Game Pass. So that'll be coming very, very soon for those who want to see the raid for Palworld. But yeah, apart from that, that's pretty much all the news at this time. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all with some more gaming news, hopefully soon. So see you then.